Hey guys, what's going on? This is Watermelon Prince and watermelonprince.com. Today we want to talk about what I learned from 21 days of fasting. So I started fasting first time was sometimes in last year. By the way, this article I originally posted last month into my personal Facebook account. And just today, December 4th, I put it onto my watermelonprince.com blog officially and with the latest update. So first time I experienced this fasting was last year. I began a 1 day challenge each week to stop eating for 24 hours. So it was an interesting experience because I get to feel what's like when you are fasting. And after some difficulty in the beginning, I begin to like it. It's actually a fun process. And sometimes this year, I begin to read more about fasting and I want to do deeper fasting. That's why I do this 21-day eating one meal challenge within 1 hour eating period. So before I get into this, I want to show you something funny. So just yesterday, I was reading from my news feed from Google, and this one is talking about stop eating heavy breakfast to stay healthy. And basically, this doctor at Ghana, and they are promoting an event and telling people to do vegan and intermittent fasting. So at one of the event, they're showing the information, eat to fit, and introducing the vegan concept to people. And they also have some products that they're selling to the local people. And then there's something really funny. One of the product is some kind of sauce, hot pepper sauce. You can see here, and this thing is called shito. That's just a very funny name for their product. Like, I don't want to buy. I don't want to eat shito. It may be delicious, but it just sound horrible to eat. Hey, welcome to our vegan event, and here's some really delicious hot pepper sauce. Shito. Let's buy some shit and eat some shito at home. Okay, so just some fun stuff. So, about what I learned with 21 days of fasting. First of all, I overcome this hunger and addiction for processed food. In the first 3 days, it's very difficult. Like when you are fasting and your body constantly asking you for food, but you cannot get food. But once you pass the 3 days period, it become easier. Basically, it's an extension of your break. You delay your breakfast to late evening, and when you are sleeping, you are fasting. When you wake up, continue the fasting throughout the day. Even go on doing regular works. Go out to your works. Even do a workout. Even do cardio without eating. And naturally, when our body is hungry, we cannot get food, what it does is go into our fat, beginning dissolving all the fat and turning that fat into energy. So after 21 days, I overcome this hunger feeling. It's just a sensation that will go away in 5 to 10 minutes. Anytime you have to use your willpower to overcome that sensation, that similar to itchy feeling. And there are certain processed food that I'm actually addicted to, and that is cheese. Like, before I eat quite a bit of pizza, although I am a vegetarian, but I was eating cheese because I thought it has a lot of high calcium content, so I was eating it. But later on, I found out cheese, dairy product actually not so healthy. If you go to the nutritionfacts.org, let's take a look. Yeah, nutritionfacts.org. So here you can search on cheese, on milk, on eggs, whatever you are interested in. You can get all the facts about it. And here I'm not going to go into detail on that, but basically most of the human processed food that the industry telling you is healthy, it is not. And that's the first thing I learned. I can overcome my hunger. I can stop my addiction to processed food, because basically I wasn't eating. I have only 1 hour eating window. So in that 1 hour, I eat the healthiest possible, which is whole food, plant-based, and try to get a lot of fruits. So when I wasn't eating, my body was in this fat burning mode, and I continue my exercise. I do a lot of exercise every day, 10,000 steps. Plus, at beginning of November, I start the push-up challenge. So I'm burning more calorie and consume less calorie, eating under my maintenance calorie. And because I was burning a lot of fat, so I know when our body is burning fat, is using the ketone. So I ordered this ketone strip, this urine analysis from Amazon, and this is some of my own tests. And one of the thing is ketone. When our body is burning fat, the ketone is released. So when I'm walking, when I was exercising, when I was just sitting, but fasting, I can see different levels of ketone in my urine. So this is the heaviest and this is the lightest. And with this urine test, it's kind of like a window. You can peek into your body and see what's doing. And since I was doing so much fat burning through intermittent fasting, I want to see how much ketone is in my system. So I got this 100 strip. It's like $18 from Amazon. It's really worth it to get it if you are doing just to know what your body is doing. And beside the ketone, it tells you a lot of other things. So once in a while, you'll see one of these things spike up in the urine, and it's good to read about it and sort of understanding deeper about your body. And weight loss. And because I was eating calorie deficit, because if you eat only one meal per day and you have to eat that within 1 hour, it's very difficult to overeat if you are eating healthy. So ultimately, I'm getting the weight loss. And this is during the 4-week period. The 21 day is 3-week period. My weight change, basically 76 down to 74, and so around 2 kilograms. That's 4 pounds. And final point and summary: calorie surplus will bankrupt our health and lifespan. Like we are eating 3 meals a day all the time, and it's good for 1 day, 2 day a week. But if you're doing 7 days a week and then 52 weeks a year, and eventually all this fat storage, all this toxin stored in your system, it will lead to different kinds of health problem and disease. It's always good to have fasting period that your body can burn out all this fat on your system, a way of cleansing and keep healthy. So the deep healing begins when our body burn all the stored fat. What I do now is I continue this fasting Monday to Friday, and on the weekend it's my feeding day where I get the calorie surplus. So every week I still get calorie deficits to lose weight, but on the Saturday, Sunday is my feeding day, so my muscle, my body can regrow, and this way I keep a good balance and let my body have time to recover during the fasting. And another point is health span equal calorie restriction plus protein restriction plus intermittent fasting. There are a lot of scientific research done already. Every time they restrict the calorie, and more specifically, every time they restrict the protein from animals' diet, there is health span expand and lifespan expand from animal, and it works on human too. Just some word of warning: fasting is not recommended for growing children, pregnant women, and lactating mom, because those are the people that really need to have surplus of calorie for growing, for making milk, and for expanding. But if you are not a growing children, if you are not a pregnant woman, if you are not a lactating mom, you can be doing, you don't need that so much calorie. You need some of your weekdays, you need to burn that extra fat that you've been eating throughout the years to keep healthy. And this is my December update, which I did it today. So I continue my fasting even after 21 days finish. I keep doing the fasting, and because I found the benefit, and I don't feel it's difficult that much, and I enjoy it. When you are fasting, you have more work time. You don't have to stop and eat, so you can get more stuff done for your work. And I was doing a lot of push-up. Last month I did total of 2,000 push-up. So this is
Hi guys,
sort of
this
my
is
video
vegetarian bodybuilder. I am
push-up.
back. Last several years, I've been having way too many week. I can only do stronger. Just some update about.
So here is my weight log that I've been tracking, and here you can see in September 17 I was at 77 kilogram, and then October I was at 76. That's the time I begin to do this one meal per day fasting. Then very soon down to 74, down to 73, and December 1st I was at 72.6. So that's very good progress. I'm getting stronger, and I'm losing the fat, and my pants are getting looser. So this 21-day fasting is really good. Intermittent fasting is really awesome. Anybody should definitely try. Before I finish today's video, I like to show this article I read this morning, which is pretty cool. Because the Christmas holiday is coming up, so basically this one talk about 5 different tips to avoid becoming fat during this Christmas and New Year holiday, because there's a lot of Christmas party coming up. You probably will attend many of them, and how to not become fat. First, swap grains for filling veggies. So eat as little as rice, bread, and instead eating a lot of veggies, because veggie has less calorie in comparison with grains, and it gives you more. It makes you feel full, but actually you are not having any calorie at all. Digestive enzyme, I don't recommend spending money on those health things that in the pill. Everything natural is better. Instead of taking like enzyme supplement, it's better to eat just different kinds of fruits, because all those digestive enzyme is in those natural ingredient. And intermittent fasting, this is very good. Like if you know you're going to a party tomorrow night, so when you wake up tomorrow, try to continue your fasting. Like don't eat the breakfast, don't eat the lunch, and then in the evening when you are at the party, you can eat as much as you can, and limit yourself to a short eating window, like 1 hour or 2 hours. So this is gonna help you prevent from eating too much calorie. Sip on red wine, other healthy alcohol. I recommend don't drink any wine or alcohol because it messes up your mind, and you want to be healthy, happy, without the influence of wine, alcohol, tea, coffee. Like you can be happy just on your own without any substance. Make the most limited time with burst training. This high intensity interval training is kind of cool. For some time I was doing this type of training, but it gets exhausted, and myself, I just don't enjoy it. It gets really tiring in that short period of time. I like to do this push-up challenge and keeping track my progress and record with my video. But it's nice tips. Christmas coming, New Year coming, there are many parties, so you want to make sure you don't overeat, and maybe you should try the Shido. Maybe you like the Shido. So this is what I learned from 21 days of fasting. Have you tried fasting before? It's really awesome experience. If you haven't, you should try. And that's it for today's video. Please thumb up my video and support me and subscribe to my channel. And I will talk to you in the next video. Bye for now.